Hey guys, welcome to our channel, or welcome back. I am Daxx. I am part of a D.I.D system. I am our system's host, and today I'm going to be talking about the book we are working on, and more specifically, reading you a chapter from our book, How to Tell Someone You're a D.I.D system. D.I.D stands for Dissociative Identity Disorder. That's what this channel is about, and just to try to show a little bit about our lives, what our lives is like as a D.I.D system. Somebody had commented in one of my previous videos that I should write a book. We've been told this several times that we should write a book, so it's a work in progress. It's going to take some time. I have no idea at all when it will be finished, much less out there available. So anyway, stay tuned if you want to hear more about how to tell somebody you're a D.I.D system. Hey guys, welcome back. Thank you so much. And so thank you to all of our new subscribers as well as all of our subscribers that have been with us for a while. So thank you. We really appreciate it. And let's see. So today I'm going to be talking about how to tell somebody you're a D.I.D system. And so I'll be reading what I have written about this so far. It's by no means completed or finished. And if you like what you hear today, then I hope you'll enjoy our next video as a follow-up. What I am planning on doing is getting together with my partner and demonstrating for you guys how I used to tell people I was a D.I.D system versus how I tell people now, which hopefully that will help. So why am I covering this today? I'm covering this because this is one of the most common questions I get asked by other who people who are D.I.D as well. So this is a very, very common question. So this is why I'm doing it today. All right, so I'm just gonna read you a chapter from the book I am working on, and I hope you guys enjoy. Let's see. So how do you tell someone you're a D.I.D system? So now that you know you're a D.I.D system, it can be difficult and very stressful when telling someone about your condition. I get asked this question a lot from other systems. Where do I even begin to tell my blank we are a we? Just the thought of telling another soul about this could cause not only stress on you, but all of your others as well. This could cause a lot of other things to happen, including your other members coming out and taking over to stop it from happening. I've heard before, when I get close to telling my husband, one of my others takes over and prevents me from saying anything. What do I do? How do I tell him without them getting in the way? The first thing to examine is that someone in your system feels threatened. This information is about to be shared. If this is something that keeps occurring, try opening up a conversation with this person by using your journal and asking why they do not want blank, whoever the person is, blank, to know about all of us. Perhaps there is a good reason. Maybe there's not. Either way, until the person in your system can put their insecurities to rest regarding the risks that she or he feels are involved, you will be unable to move forward with this wish to tell someone you are a multiple system. When you reach the point where you can tell someone, know that there are a few ways to tackle this. First is to decide what method you are going to use in telling this person. Do you want to write an email, a letter, or have a conversation? If you want to converse, will this be in person or will this be over the phone? Once you pick out the method in which you are going to convey the message, then you can start working on what you want to say and how you'd like to say it. There's there's an assignment below, some questions for you and yours I have prior to telling someone. You may find the way you tell a family member is different than what you would say to a lover or a medical professional. The biggest point I'd like to make here is keeping it uplifting instead of saying there's something I need to tell you, you could say there's something I'd like to share with you about me. If you are saying this aloud, pay attention to how you sound. It's natural to be nervous. It downright feels like lightning just might strike you down. I promise. I promise you it won't. There's a pressure we feel as a system to keep this as a dirty secret to ourselves. This does more harm than good. Also, it's not practical. I can guarantee those close to you know something is up. When we first started telling a few people, their response was, "Oh, that makes so much sense. That explains that one time and that other time and the, oh, oh, wow." That's the kind of expression we've gotten. I tend to keep it pretty simple and plain, as well as straightforward. I keep an uplifting tone in my voice and usually say something along the lines, "There's some information I'd like to share with you about me. I wanted to wait till I got to know you more before I told you. I have some mental conditions." And I like to start with, I like to use the word condition instead of disorder. It sounds better to us. And also, here's where I start from least threatening to my more heavy duty conditions. So it continues. I live with insomnia, PTSD, and D.I.D, which stands for dissociative identity disorder. It used to be called M.P.D, which stood for multiple personality disorder. And this is where I pause to give room for questions. Usually the first one is, what does that mean? Of course, this is if they have never heard of it before or are unfamiliar with any of the Hollywood movies or the like. This is also where you get to be creative in explaining the condition the way you'd like people to understand it. In a nutshell, this means I have multiple people living inside one body, whereas we like to say multiple minds in one brain. We have both males and females, and they vary in age. I've learned over the years to pause at this point and let them ask questions. I used to over explain and go into details about some of my others, but I found this overloads the person with information, and when they are still processing multiple people living inside you. This is why I give it a long pause. If the person is not responding to anything you are saying, I'll probe a little and say, "Do you have any questions? You're welcome to ask." I found some people are not sure if it is okay to ask questions about it. After reassuring them it's okay, they usually have tons of questions for us. I want to prepare you for the types of responses you may get. We all fear the person freaking out and ultimately leaving us feeling rejected because of it. This could happen, yet in my cases, I found the exact opposite to be true. Many that I have told were accepting of the information, and most wanted to know more. Almost all of them had questions for us afterwards. Over the years, we've grown accustomed to the different types of questions people are most likely to ask us. These range from, what exactly does this mean? Why are you, or what made you this way? Are you in therapy or taking medications for this? Have I met anyone and didn't know it? Can I meet someone? Will they let me know who is out? How can I tell you've switched into another person? How many are there? Are any of them violent? Where can I find more information about this? So these are the most common questions we have been asked over the years, shortly after telling someone we're a D.I.D system. Prepare yourselves to be asked some questions afterwards. And also, it's handy to prepare some information the person can look up if they want to. You can tell them about D.I.D books, websites, or even YouTubers that you've come across that you would like to share with him or her. The way you tell someone can make a big difference. Tone of voice is going to be a huge factor. We started practicing how to tell people with the help of a therapist. You don't have to have a therapist to practice telling different types of people. Instead, you can ask a friend that knows for some guidance. I cannot stress enough that the tone of voice you use will have a big sway in how a person will absorb the information. I used to have an awful way of telling people. My voice would get low in tone, my eyes down, with a serious look on my face, as if someone just died. I would start out by saying, I have something really important to tell you, and you may not want to be friends with me or date me after I tell you because I have lost a lot of friends and lovers in the past because of a mental condition I live with. Can you spot what is wrong with this? I'm already shooting myself in the foot and preparing them for doom and gloom in my voice and facial expressions. I already planted a seed in their head before getting to the point to leave now before it's too late. So, what is the best method for telling someone? Once you decide you're going to let someone in, keep an upbeat tone in your voice. Smile a little and look them in the eyes. If you're comfortable, maybe even hold their hand while telling them. Now that we've gotten closer to each other, there's something special I want to share with you. If you need to tell a doctor or another type of professional, you can let them know in a matter of fact way. I do have a diagnosis of D.I.D, so if I seem inconsistent with my medical health, this could be a reason why that is. Maybe you don't smoke, but someone in your system does. Or maybe you don't have high blood pressure, but another does. Perhaps you don't need glasses, but another in your system needs them. Glasses. I need them. Marius needs them. There's a few of us in our system that needs glasses, but not everybody in our system does need glasses. I need glasses to see far away, though, not near by. I'm sorry, let me start this over. Let's see. Perhaps you don't have depression, but someone else in your system is suffering from it. If you do have an official diagnosis of D.I.D, you can sign a form for your mental health records to be released to your medical doctor. This has really helped us in the past, especially with eye doctors. We have different visions, different allergies, and different sleeping patterns, among other things. If you do not have an official diagnosis, or you do not want your mental health records shared, you can simply tell a doctor, I know I'm D.I.D, but I do not have an official diagnosis. It's all very important information for a doctor to know in order to help you the best they can, for whatever the reason you are seeing one. It may not always be pertinent for a doctor to know, but in some cases, it could come in handy for them to be in the know of what's going on with you. And the assignment is these are the questions that is listed. This needs to be fleshed out. Like I said, this is no by any means finished. But the assignment is to think about who is it I'm telling, who in the system is going to tell said person, why am I telling this person, and how would I like the conversation to flow and end. So there we go, you guys. Those are my pointers on how to tell somebody you are a D.I.D system. And please check back again next week if you haven't already subscribed. Please do so. And hopefully I will have an additional video for you guys next week on a demonstration between my partner and I of how I used to tell people and how I tell people now. All right. Thank you so much, you guys. We love you all. Be safe out there. Mwah. Bye.